Hello everyone, welcome. I'm back. Alright, of course we got another collective haul. I thought maybe I'd be doing my Temu one this week, but I still haven't received it yet. So this collective haul is going to probably have to be split up. So anyways, so the first thing I really was been waiting for, because I'm going to do a project with this, is I got a pack of school paper. So this is from Doodlebug called School Days. I have been waiting for this and they didn't send part of it, so I've got to contact them, but I need to get this out so I can start cutting it up and use it to show you guys for the project. But I thought I would do a school project one for sure. This was $19.99 for the pack. Not on sale, but if you're lucky to get it on sale sometimes, you know. But you know, me and Doodlebug, I really love Doodlebug. I like fun, colorful collections. I do other things, like my junk journals are a little different, maybe not quite as bright. So, but most of the time I like nice bright things, fun, cheery things. You guys know I'm not really a spooky Halloween person. I'm more of, you know, a fun, cute little ghosty ones. I don't get into all that blood and gore and all that stuff. That's not my kind of Halloween. Nope. Christmas, I'm more of a traditionalist. Like the basic reds and greens. Kind of getting into some of the pastel ones though. Music class. So cute. So this will work. I have one project in mind. I don't know if I'll get to a second project or not, but we do not start till... Do we start the week after Labor Day or the week before? It's always different. It's either the week before or the week after. And so that's coming up quick enough. We're, you know, in August here already. So little rulers. Art class. Last page. So that's just, I wanted a more of a, you know, fun little set. So then the sticker page. So we'll see this one. And then I got the icon page. So that was $19.99. This one was $4.99. So this is kind of like a, you know, cardstock kind of material. Look at the cuteness. Look cute, this little, it's cute, the easel, so cute. Then I got the odds and ends. They did not send me Chit Chat, so we'll kind of quickly go through this. So I have to contact them about that. That's the first time that's ever happened. Usually I don't have no problems with scrapbook.com, but I was missing that. And I'm like, as soon as I open the box, I'm like, something doesn't seem right. I think I'm missing something. Kids, a locker's cute. Locker, we'll just kind of quickly go through and show some of these papers. Little crayons. I got a plan for them. I got a plan. I love this. So cute. All these cute little pieces. Kind of got bent a little bit. A lot of crayons in there. A lot of different color crayons. Crayon box. Test tubes. Guitar. You gotta have some musical instruments, right? My daughter started out with the flute, but that didn't work so well. So they put her on a saxophone, and that's what she did. So it goes from this little instrument to a big instrument. But she liked the saxophone way better than the flute. And we still have them because she will not sell the instruments. It's like, she can't get rid of nothing, that child. A stapler, all the little different school things. Notebooks, calculator, scissors. A green apple. A red apple. And an eraser, the owl and the school bus. And then I got 2 free gifts. I got another one of these ergonomical scissors. I really like these, so I got these scissors free. There's a 6.5-inch one. I really like those. I may keep those into a giveaway thing because I do have 1 pair already for sure. And then the little blending brush, Pink and Fresh Studio blending brush. Those are my 2 freebies, so it's always nice to get a freebies. And guess what? I do have another order coming because, yeah, I think it's a Doodlebug again. It might be Doodlebug again. Don't judge. All right, I only got 1 thing from Target. What a surprise, right? I got these cute little baskets. They were in the college section, kind of. But I got these hoping they would fit. I like the fact that they had covers. So that was kind of nice. So yes, they have holes on the side, but it's nice, still nice to have the covers. So there's 6 of them. They're $10.99 for the 6 of them. They each have a cover. But I use the cubicle shelving units, and I could not ever find containers that worked in there the way I wanted. So the containers are a little bit small. So I was hoping these would fit right next to it, and they do. It fits perfectly right next to the containers I have, and I can stack 4 up. So that worked perfect. And I need more light, I think. Let me just stretch over here. It seems a little dark. Let's turn this other one on. See if that gives me a little bit. Although, you know, when I'm looking at the computer, it always looks darker than when I play it back. I wish it was more true. So I thought these were really cute. I ended up buying like 3 sets of them. So the fit. I take up every inch when I store my craft stuff. And I promise there is a video coming out because I gave my big craft room to my daughter for her work office. I had to squeeze everything as much as I could into the little spare bedroom we have. And so I had to kind of redo and rethink and all that stuff. But I think I did pretty good. So those videos are coming out pretty soon. I promise. All right, so that's from Target. Where to next? Let's jump on over to Dollar Tree. Of course, there's always something from Dollar Tree, right? So I found another balloon animal notebook. And this one has foiling on it. The purple is foiling. So cute. Just a regular, you know, journal, whatever. It's a hardcover. I had to get that, $1.25. Most everything is still at my stores, $1.25. The newer stuff that's coming in, like there's some Halloween that's $1.50, but some of it's still $1.25. So, you know, I don't feel like that's, you know, $1.50 is that much of a deal. Okay, so I finally got these. I have a feeling these only come out during school season because I got some last year and I could never get any more again. So I stocked up this time. I got all of the 6 luscious colors. These are those, I'll open one up though, but I got 2 packs of each so that I would have enough because I use them in crafting and die cutting and all that stuff. So I use them for. But yeah, I was like so mad because I didn't even get all the colors last time. And I do believe 6 colors is all there is. I did not get all the colors last time. So they're just like, you know, like almost like a vellum. And I could never get them again. They just never were in my stores. So this year, there's tons of them in my Dollar Tree. So I grabbed 2 of each so far. Purple seems to be winning. Like, a couple of stores didn't have the purple at all. But I was able to get 2 of each. So I'm good on that. And then I got another one of these. These are finally starting to come back into my store. I got one quite a while ago. And these are really perfect for, you know, it's got all this different material kind of papers in it. It's got these glitters. And, you know, sometimes you just need a small amount of paper for projects, back and behind embellishments, stuff like that. And there's like handmade papers. They're really pretty. So they got all these different kind. I used to make paper. Maybe I should do that again. I used to make my own handmade paper years ago. I didn't get too crazy with it, but I did make it. It was kind of fun. Maybe I should make some again. I'd have to get all the equipment again because that was like way back when. I was like just early 20s or something like that when I started doing that. But this is all like a handmade kind of, you can tell it's like a handmade pressed paper. But really pretty, different colors, different sizes. You know, you might have little flaws in it. This is like really, no, these are all like that. So they're supposed to be that wrinkly, I guess, because they're all like that. Some of them are. And then Thought this color was really, really pretty. I'm glad to see I got quite a bit. This is heavy. This one actually is pretty weighty. Let me grab one out if I can get it off of there. So this is actually pretty weighty. It's really nice. You can see a little bit of, there it is, sparkle in there. Pretty. So I got that, still $1.25. Haven't seen them for a long time, so we got some more. And then I got folders. I use all these for die cutting and stuff like that. So they had these cute, the hot pink, green, and orange. Got those. I will just die cut them, and or sometimes just cut out a chunk to use underneath an embellishment or something like that. These make really cute Halloween embellishments. So I got those ones, and I got, these are like more pastel. I got a yellow one there too. The yellow one in that. And then I got these. These are still like a plastic material, but they're like a little light pastel colors. My camera just went freaky. There we are. It didn't like this pastel colors. The pink, the purple, the blue, and then a greenish color. So I got those ones. And then I thought this was really cute. This one here, you can just cut these each individual out, which I'll probably do with these ones, is cut each one of these out. So I thought that was so cute. Sometimes I use them. You know, I may use one. These are all like that plastic. And you got the heart one. And then we got the stripes. So pretty. All right, that's all the Dollar Tree. Yep. Let's hop on over to Five Below. So a couple cute little things at Five Below. So they had this eraser set, these ducks. And like I said, I have a project coming soon with all these erasers. But you know me and my little ducks, aren't they stinking cute? These little ducks. So these ones are nice. So those ones were, I believe, $3. Yeah, those were $3. These paper clips, $1. These paper clips, I have paid more than $1 for these paper clips in the past. And I use these when I'm working on my albums and stuff like that, or to hold, you know, papers together I want to keep together, stuff like that. So that's a really good price. 8 of them for $1. So if you've been looking for these kind of paper clips, go over to Five Below and pick yourself up a pack. They're in with the school supply stuff, so they probably will be limited. So always happy. I don't really need more, but for $1, I'm gonna buy them. And then I found these gel pens. Well, of course, I'm going to get them because I use gel pens a lot when I'm making my little Post-it note projects. My little like travel ones and stuff like that. So for $3, oh my gosh, does it hook on the side too? It's got a handle on the side there. It does hook on the side too. That's weird. All right, so you got all these. You got the glitter ones on this side, and you got some neon color ones on this side. You know, you get 14 of them for $3. So keep these on hand for little projects when I do little projects. So that was a nice find when I found those. And then just for funsies, let me take this out of the wrapper so you can see it because they're awesome. And these ones were $3. These stickers light up. And I'm hoping you guys can see them. I gotta find it. There it is. Gotta find where the light is. That's the problem. Where is it? There we go. So these little buggers all light up. I thought that was kind of cute. For $3. Kids will get a kick out of that. So I got that. And then I seen this box of erasers and I had to get it. Oh gosh. Jean's going down that rabbit hole, isn't she? I really didn't need more erasers. This box was $5. But I went for it because of the donuts. The little donuts in here are adorable. This is a food-based one. And I'll use some of these in my... Sorry, guys. It's going to be loud for a second. Oh, really loud. Oh, my gosh. I didn't know it was sealed like that, or I would have had that open. So I got for these cute little donuts. These ones look like they're all one piece. That last box I got, yes, they do come apart. I got that from Walmart. Well, this one comes apart. I just glue them together. So I glue the piece in there before I make the project. So if any of them do look like they come apart, I will glue that down so that I don't want them coming apart when someone gets it. So all those I glue down. Some of them I didn't use. I got the cute little ice cream cones. You got macaroons. Got a biscuit here. That one definitely I will glue down. They're so cute though. But like I said, I wanted the donuts in there. And they got 6 donuts in here. So they don't, do they come up? Yeah. So a little bit, but I'll glue that down. So I've been working on the other ones. I've been gluing down the ones I think I want to use. It doesn't take much. Some cake. Popsicle. I don't know why they come apart, because you think that would be a danger to kids, you know. Like, well, yeah, like choking hazard under 3. Well, it's a choking hazard for over 3 too, because how many people have a, 5-year-old that still puts something in their mouth? Okay, so I got that. So that, I believe, is the end of my Five Below. Now let's go to Ollie's Bargain City. I did talk to the lady. Now, ours has only been open for less than like 4 months, something like that. And she said they just don't get very much craft stuff at it. Whether they will in the future, they're newer, so maybe stuff isn't getting sent to them yet very much. So I did find this Cricut foil. So I do have a Cricut, and I do have the little tool things for the foil, use the foil. So you can always use red. There's 8 sheets in there. These are the big 12 by 12 sheets, and they were down to $1.99. So sorry about the glare. But if you've never, used the foil, it really does add a lot to your project. So I got the 2 packs of it because red is something I do use a lot of because of Christmas time. And then the other thing, I did find this color black. They did have a couple other paper packs, but they were kind of more like for junk journals maybe, but they were paper, not cardstock. I don't really like, I'll get paper. I like the cardstock more. This is 30 sheets in here. This is probably about a 60-pound. I don't see where it says, but it's probably like a 60 pound. The only thing I don't like about it is a white core. So you can probably see the white core in there. So I still use them, but they don't get used the same way as other projects. So I won't use them for like 3D projects, stuff like that. So mostly for like card toppers, stuff like that. So these are all the primary colors, and you get, of course, the blue, the green, the yellow, kind of oranges coming up. Orange and red look pretty similar. Red. So got that on hand for $1.99 also. You can't go wrong with it. It's 30 sheets of paper, and I believe Joann's carried the color block. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't buy American Crafts. I didn't buy a lot of, I preferred my paper from Michael's. Okay, so that is my Ollie's. And let's hop on over to, of course, you guys know, Jeannie's got to go to the Hobby Lobby. They probably get sick of seeing me walk in the door, right? But I did get, move it closer to me. I got this pack of the foam adhesive dots. I really like this pack because it's got the different sizes in it. Okay, so it's got these small ones, and you get a lot. Look at that. You get all together. These are $4.49. These are permanent. You get 432 small ones, 243 8mm, 192 of the 10, and 147 of the 12mm. So you get all the way from 6mm up to 12. So here's your smallest. Here's your biggest. So, and the thickness. But I like having, because I don't like always cutting apart. I don't have time for that silliness. So I got all the different sizes. So I picked that pack. $4.49 I think is a good price for it. That'll last me, Okay, and I've used theirs in the past, and I don't mind it. So, but I've always gotten the smaller packs. So I thought, well, let's go for the big bonanza right away. I did get a couple of fall things. I don't do a lot of fall crafting. Fall was 30% off. But I did get these stickers. I think are stinking cute. Jean, you can't see them in there. There were some patches I was looking for, but they were sold out at the one store, and I'm going to go look and see if the other store has them. But other than that, I wasn't really interested in any. Now the Christmas stuff, yeah, I'm waiting for that to go on sale. There is a lot of really cool Christmas stuff. But these guys are really cute. They got little gold accents to them. So 30% off at $2.99. And then these ones. You just had to get these ones. I mean, they stinking cute. Look at those turkeys. We got Google. Oh, he lost a googly eye. We'll see if it's in the pack. I don't think it is, though, but no, I don't see it in there. Oh, I probably have a Google eye I can replace it with, but so, oh, we have a one-eyed turkey now. I'm sorry. But these are really cute. They're like glittery, and they're just a regular like paper. Well, more like a vinyl, actually. That's like a vinyl sticker, but they were so cute. Love the colors. We'll get you an eye. We'll hook you up. We will hook you up there. All right, so then I got these butterflies. So I'm planning on using one of these for a project. And these are, I believe they're just like a sticker. And Paper Studio was, what, 40% off? So that was on. Oh, he's going to fall off. And they are beaded down the middle. So you can kind of see that they're got beads down the middle. This is a messy glitter, so I may put some Mod Podge on. And then this part is kind of comes up. And so it's like a netting. The first layer's got like a netting on it. And then you've got the back. So I do a lot of times when the glitter comes off like that, I'll just take a light coat of Mod Podge over the top. And it usually works pretty well. So we'll see if it'll work on that. All right. So that was regular $5.99, 40% off. And then this came in croquette. It's not doesn't say croquette, but it goes with those croquette ones that were out. These are vinyl stickers, which are always nice. I love the vinyl stickers. So let's get one out. And these were on sale, Paper Studio. You can see all the colors there. But I like the vinyl ones because they're a little bit more. Gotta watch those staples. Boy, I don't know how many times I cut myself on staples. So you get the blues. So you can see the sticker and you can see the shininess. It's a vinyl. Let's see, I'm trying to get it. There we go. So they're vinyl stickers. So you got some, looks like two, nope, not even two of each, just one of each it looks like. And all these different shapes. The blue, the black, which is kind of more like a, it's not a midnight black. It's like more of a grayish black. You see that it looks more like a grayish or weathered black. And then the pink and red. And then you get the pink and the red ones. So, and you can add stuff to the middle of these bows, which I always usually do. You know, Jean, she's going to kind of zhuzh everything up. So they're pretty much the same style, just different colors. So I'll put that with my coquette stuff. So it's all kept together because it goes with that. All right, so that. And then, oh my gosh, I just had to get these little dinosaurs. These are like those stained glass ones, like epoxy ones. They're really so adorable. But when I see the dinosaurs, and I don't have a ton of boy stuff, so I'm trying to build that up so I can make more boy stuff too, because we do have a few young boys now in our family, but mostly I grew up with it's all girls on my side of the family. A lot of girls. There's boys, but they're older. But adorable. Like my brother had 2 girls, my sister had 3 girls, I had 1, and then the nieces, my sister's niece, they all had, one had 3 girls, one had a girl and 2 boys. That one was, you know, and then the other one has no children, and then the one nephew, my youngest brother, who's 13 years, he's passed away now, 13 years younger than me, he finally had the first boy. I'm like, oh, we got a boy finally. But these are adorable. So I got those. They were 40% off. And I got some paper because I did not pick this one up. This is called Floral Leaves. 60 sheets, 6x6. You know, I like the 6x6 the best because the patterns are a little bit smaller. And you get, I believe, three of each sheet. So that one. That one cute. So I always like this is a perfect background piece. This is a lovely piece. This one will go with the croquette, the bows ones. I believe there's some like that in that pack. Kind of soft, nice soft colors. But you got some like, you know, without the flowers too, in case you're not a flower lover. They're so cute. More pastel-y colors. This was pretty light pink and the darker pink together. This one's not one of my favorites, but we could use it for something. This one's pretty. I like, you can tell I like kind of like smaller scale flowers than the larger flowers. Another lovely background piece. This one's pretty. It's another striped one. I think I'm getting enough paper now. I was trying to build up my kind of all occasion paper because I have mostly holiday paper. So, but I think I'm going overboard now, but do we care? No, it's in my stash, so, you know. All right, and then the last two, I got the paper, actually these paper kits, which I really, really like. But to be honest, I get them mostly for the stickers and the ephemera because when you get it 40% off, it's a really good price. 40% off of $7.49. It's a really good price. But I'm not really fond of the paper necessarily because it is a thinner paper. So it's really, I use it as a card topper or like, you know, cut pieces out and stuff like that. 3 sheets. So this would be a nice junk journal page right here. Is a beautiful junk journal page. That one will work lovely too. This one's just got such big flowers. It's hard to do stuff with the big prints like that. And is there one more yet? Oh, that one will be lovely too. You can see the writing in the back. That'll be a lovely one to use in your junk journals. And then you get the alphabet. We won't take that out. They're just black alpha letters. So we don't, just plain black. I don't use a ton of alphabets. You know, there you go. Out. Yes, here we go. But I thought I like this one for a junk journal, so that's kind of why I got this pack. So that I will use in a junk journal because it's kind of it's called Shabby Chic. Shabby Chic. Sorry, not cheek. Shabby Chic. And there's 48 pieces total, and I thought this would make a perfect junk journal one. So that's why I picked it up. And then I'll go through a couple of the ephemera pieces quickly. Okay, let's move this off to the side. We'll fix it later, of course. So you usually, a lot of times, get the frames. So you got some big frames, some smaller frames, some square frames, some oval frames. You get some like little banners and tags. And butterflies, of course. There's some words. Make today count. There's your butterflies. Bigger pieces like this. That's a pretty piece. You can make that like a tuck. You can put that down and make it a little tuck if you want. Some more, just all these little embellishments. Making memories, a typewriter. See how this is perfect for junk journaling. And it's made out of, looks like buttons. This looks like, yep, that's supposed to be a stamp. And then be kind. All these pieces. Make happiness a habit. And make memories today. So this is really cute set. If you guys are junk journalers, I think I got that upside down maybe. guess it could probably go either way. I think it goes that way. So I like that set. Let's move this back off to the side. And then the last thing I got, oh, okay, don't yell, don't scold me. I know I said I have lots of Christmas stuff. I know it, I did. But I got a vintage Christmas because I might make a Christmas junk journal. Okay, forgive me, I'm sorry. I seen it, I had to have it. It walked out of the store with me again. You know how those things walk out the store with you. And then I have all these little plans in my head. And then, yeah, some of them don't always come to fruition because I run out of time. Okay, but I just thought this was very cute, vintagey Christmas papers. And yes, I still think that'll work great for a junk journal. And that pretty page. Vintage junk journal. And then you got that one. And it's the stripes. And they're all, it's like distressed. It's like faded. So beautiful pack there. Again, dark green alpha letters in this one. Ugh, I wish they would package these different. I take them all out and put them in a different envelope thing. Because, you know, I don't like them this way. But look at that. Look at Santa. Isn't he cute? You know, a handsome Santa. Yeah, you're handsome. I like the, you know, the older looking Santas. The more vintagey looking Santas. So the cute stickers. And then we'll quickly go through the embellishments. I mean, I think it's a good price for the embellishments and the stickers, even if you don't use the paper. I mean, I still do use the paper, but I love the embellishments because you get quite a bit. But look at that picture frame. If you want to use it as a picture frame or use it, like if you don't want the frame, just cut it off right here. And then you like a border there. But some of your frames, you don't have to use those for frames, guys. Another typewriter. I think the last one had a typewriter. So little postcards. Oh, cardinals. And some more tags. Decked halls. Bunch of tags. This one's really pretty. Oh, the lamppost. Oh, I got two of the lampposts. Awesome. Got two lampposts. Oh, maybe there's two of everything, but no, it doesn't look like it. But that's okay. They gave me two of the lampposts, so I'm happy about that. Bunch of little word banners, which are good. Don't put Santa upside down. But these are perfect. Nice and vintage looking. Some stamps. I got a couple stamps here. Some stamps. All is bright. Adorable. Some ornaments here. Oh, the stocking is adorable. And this one is so cute. All right. So that is my messy collective haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And as always, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.